Stuffed steak. Hello everyone. Welcome to Chef Salim's recipe channel. In this video, I will be making stuffed beef steak. I'll start by preparing the beef steaks nicely in slices, then expanding them like a sheet of paper. After that, I'll prepare a filling with mushrooms and vegetables, stuff the steaks, and bake them. Finally, I'll make a sauce to go on top to create a delicious dish. Let's get started. First, we need to trim the tough tissues from the beef steaks. As you can see, our meat is fresh and tender. Removing these tough spots can be a bit of a task. Use a sharp knife to cut one end and then hold and cut it. This step is crucial to ensure the meat is tender and easy to work with later. With this amount of meat, I plan to make a meal for 10 people. Now let's slice the steaks into large pieces. One slice per person will be enough. Besides the beef, I'll also add minced lamb to the stuffing, preparing it like a meatball. This addition of lamb will add a rich, flavorful dimension to the dish. To avoid missing any details, please watch the video without skipping. To expand the steak slices, I'm using a thick plastic bag. Place the steak slice between the plastic bag and then hit it with a steel meat hammer. Hit it on the sides, middle, back, and front. If you keep hitting the same spot, the meat will fall apart and break. As you can see, the meat has expanded nicely, roughly the size of a large serving plate. Now, I transfer the prepared steak slice into a bowl and repeat the process with the other slices. Beef steak is very tender and cooks easily. As you hit it, it expands, and some holes might appear, but that's not a big deal. Small holes won't be a problem. This is due to the tender nature of beef, which can sometimes cause it to tear when flattened. Now it's time to prepare the lamb meatballs. I prepared fatty minced lamb and added some pepper paste and salt. Since the steak is lean, this will balance the fat ratio and add flavor to the stuffing. I divide the lamb meatballs into equal pieces. I have 10 pieces of steak, so I'll prepare 10 meatballs. Pressing them slightly by hand, they'll be ready to place inside the stuffing. This ensures each stuffed steak has a consistent amount of filling. Now that we have prepared the meat, it's time for the vegetables. Here I have 3 tomatoes, 4 onions, 3 to 4 carrots, 5 to 6 peppers, and a bowl of mushrooms. I slice the vegetables julienne, which means cutting them into long, thin strips. This type of cut helps the vegetables cook evenly and quickly. I take the mushrooms and cut them into long pieces. I cut the onions in half and then slice them long and not too thin, leaving them slightly thick. Carrots can be sliced thinly as they are harder to cook. Slice the red peppers to the same size as the other ingredients. Let's put the sliced ingredients on a tray. While trimming the beef steaks, there were some leftover pieces. You can finely chop these and add them to the vegetable stuffing to avoid waste. This not only reduces waste, but also adds more flavor to the stuffing. Slice the green peppers and tomatoes. Friends, it's really hot outside, and I plan to do the filming outside, but I can't do anything because of the heat. Working in a hot environment can be challenging, so it's important to stay hydrated and take breaks if needed. We've prepared the vegetables. Now, let's soften them a bit in a large pot with some sunflower oil. Once the oil is heated, add the vegetables and stir-fry them for about 10 minutes. This helps to bring out their natural flavors and makes them tender. To add flavor, I add black pepper, red pepper powder, thyme, ginger, salt, and cumin. After adding the peppers and tomatoes last, stir a few more times and turn off the heat. These vegetables are delicious, even as a side dish. Once the stuffing, i.e. the vegetables, cools down a bit, I mix them well and divide them into 10 equal parts to ensure an even amount for each stuffed steak. This step is important for portion control and consistency. If you think the stuffing is insufficient, you can increase the amount by adding half a kilo of grated cheese, such as mozzarella. This will add a creamy texture and additional flavor. Now that we have all our ingredients prepared, we can start assembling. I'll use a soup bowl, placing the steak slice into the bowl. Then, I'll add a piece of lamb meatball inside. As I mentioned, I prepared the lamb meatball with plenty of fat to add more flavor and moisture to the lean beef steak. I add the vegetable stuffing, covering the meatball completely. In the meantime, you can marinate the prepared steaks in a marinade sauce for a few hours, using salt, oil, and milk for better flavor. This marination helps to tenderize the meat and infuse it with flavor. I close the beef steak and place it on a baking tray without using toothpicks or string. When you invite your friends or neighbors over, you might want to make such unique dishes. This recipe is easy and different. You can also make this dish with chicken breasts instead of beef steak. Chicken breast will provide a leaner option while still being flavorful. In fact, I've made a similar stuffed dish with chicken thighs on my channel. You can also use chicken breasts, but they are leaner. Thighs will be tastier. Please don't forget to like and comment on my videos and always support me. My channel was hacked, and it took a week to get it back. Everything was deleted, but I'm back and happy. My channel was reset, so you can check out some of my older videos as well. Activate the notification bell to stay updated on new videos. After placing the steaks on the baking tray, I will bake them. You can also cook them on a grill or in a pot. Beef steaks have no fat, so I'll brush them with vegetable oil. This step is crucial to prevent the steaks from drying out during cooking. After finishing the oiling process, I'll take a photo with the steaks and place them in the oven. We'll check if 15 minutes of cooking will be enough. These ice cube-like things are beef bone broth, obtained from boiling bones for 12 hours and then freezing the broth. This broth is packed with nutrients and flavor, making it an excellent base for sauces. I'll prepare a sauce with this to ensure the steaks don't dry out. I add salt, soy sauce, thyme, red pepper powder, black pepper, and other spices to the broth, bringing it to a boil. After boiling, I add cornstarch or wheat starch to thicken the sauce. This thickening process helps the sauce cling to the steaks, adding more flavor. After 15 to 20 minutes of cooking, I take the steaks out of the oven and pour the prepared bone broth sauce over them. Let's serve the dish immediately to prevent it from cooling and drying out. For a side dish, I recommend a beet carrot lettuce salad and rice pilaf with ayran as a drink. These sides complement the main dish well, providing a balanced meal. To show you, I'll cut one of the stuffed steaks and taste it. Pour a bit of bone broth on top. Serving it in a deep dish with the sauce will be better. The spices, flavor, and salt are well balanced. Mushrooms and meat go very well together. Now, I'm finishing this plate. Enjoy your meal. See you in a new video. Goodbye.